Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this was an interesting news drop for JTAI. That thing might become really interesting this morning. Very interesting. Is this connected? Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, Raven, I had it up there. It's gonna be on the left hand side still. So Gem, yeah, we had some good times with Gem yesterday, right? Some very good times. You know what's cool is we caught this from the very beginning as well, Raven. Very beginning. Yeah, no, JTI has a small float because of the split. They did a split. They see like this is the difference between the companies that do a split, right? So um some of them will do a split and then let the stock crash. Some of them will do a split and then drop a headline right away so the stock can pump, right? So you just see it doesn't, it doesn't always, yeah. Anyways, let me get some music going. Please don't stop the music. I wanna take you away. 1 second. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting, I think. It's gonna be interesting. Going to be interesting. Very interesting, JTI. So if you've missed the news, they have a stake basically in SpaceX, which is cool. Which is very cool. Yeah. So again, $5 million interest in XAI SpaceX. Same. That'd be interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Especially with that super small float now. Especially with that super small float. Yeah. Did anybody FOMO into that thing? Hopefully they don't drop an offering because those guys are very suspicious. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. Anyways, we'll keep an eye on this, obviously. It wasn't a part of the list coming into the open, but it is now, right? Just because of that connection to SpaceX. Let's see if it drops closer to $10, maybe. BBGI is still playing games here back and forth between 5 and 550, so we need to break above that. OMEX, I think some people sold OMEX to go to the other one, but this one looks good still. They had good news this morning, and the stock has been very good, like very good. Most of you have scalped this really nicely. Look at that, right? Really nice, huh? Beautiful looking chart. So from 83 cents yesterday to um, yeah, to $2.30. So that's quite the run on this one. Shoot, Peter. QNCX. My goodness, did we cook this stock? My goodness, guys, did we cook this? My goodness, did we cook this stock? How many times do we need to tell you to come join us in Discord? How many times? How many times do we need to tell you? I'm I'm not saying anything. Anyways, this stock closed at 16 cents and then ran to the 40s this morning, right? So almost to 45 cents, right? So again, if you're not a member yet, you're missing out because we talked about this one being the next one to go after AIXI, right? So we played with AIXI from below 15 cents, and then we went over to QNCX and we cooked the damn thing, right? I mean, we spammed this thing so much yesterday, it wasn't even funny, right? We spammed it so much I couldn't even, like put a proper sentence together. Good thing Dan isn't here to hear me say that, because then he's gonna start talking rubbish, right? So you better be in QNCX. That was yesterday, right? So more than 100% move. Just cooking, just cooking. So keep missing out. Alrighty, cool. Okay. Again, JTI. Let's see what that thing does. That was an impressive run there. The price action itself, though, is still a bit There's not a whole lot to like. The news is good, but the price action doesn't match, is what I'm trying to say. So it'll be interesting to kind of watch it. Speaking of QNCX, there's QNCX flying again. That thing is like, yeah, yeah, we're live. Let's go. Yeah, we're live. So we shall see. Okay, what else do we like here? Mm-mm-mm. Just putting together a list. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, GTI is looking a bit weak there, isn't it? Yeah, again, like the price action doesn't quite match yet. That's the problem, right? So yeah, you always want to be careful with that. Change that. QNCX is still looking very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. And then agree. So yeah, we'll see what this thing does after the market opens. Right. But QNCX right now is looking very, very good though. So 120%. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, this one had a good setup, like a really good setup for a swing play. Mm, a very good setup for a swing play. La, 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 la. Yeah, no, so Ali, yeah, exactly, right. That's the downside to these split stocks is they usually want to sell off. I think the only difference with this one is that they have that SpaceX potential connection now, but I still think you want to be careful though. There is a golden pocket at 980, so let's see if we can stay above that going into the open. Alrighty. Looking at some of these other stocks now, though, a lot of them are just kind of going sideways, which is to be expected going into the open. Again, so if we wanted to look at like a top three for now, right? If we wanted to look at a top three for now, right? So OMEX, obviously, QNCX, obviously, and then BBGI, not BBIG, BBGI. Alrighty. JTI is going to be one that we watch to see, if it can do something. I don't think it's quite there yet, right? So it needs to consolidate and curl and do something. Alrighty. So we'll keep an eye on it though, see if we can consolidate and then start moving up. Cool. Anybody other than Dara FOMO into JTI? Yeah, just be careful. So we'll keep an eye on that. Alrighty. Okay, so we do have a bit of resistance here at 35 cents still going into the open. There's only 2 minutes left. So let's see what happens here. Question for you guys in the chat with less than 2 minutes to go. What's your favorite stock going into the open? Where do you join, Ali? There's a different Ali. Tommy. Where do you join? What do you mean? Yeah, if you want to join us in Discord, if that's what you're asking, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty, so again, BBGI looks good if we can stay above that $5 level, but we also need to to stay above that $5 level and break above the 550. OMEX again, we like OMEX, right? So OMEX needs to consolidating really nicely now above the $2 level. So $2 to $1.90. There seems to be some good support there. Yeah, it does have a good float. QNCX, we need to break above that 35 cents. Alrighty. So again, those are the top three for now, and then we'll keep an eye on some of these other names. See if we can get some rockets. Alrighty. ELPW is looking good too. It's on the list. So we've just been going sideways for some time now, so it needs to break out. Alrighty. Needs to break out. Are you ready for rockets? Ready for boomskis, guys? There goes the open. Here comes the open. Cameron, welcome to the community. Welcome, 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 welcome. So yeah, this is testing the that 290 double top. So see if it can break out. It looks like it wants to break out. JTI is why does it look like it's halted? Is it just low volume? That price action looks a bit suspicious. QNCX got rejected so hard of that 35, but we knew that there was resistance there, right? So also we're at the open where a lot of people up a lot of money, so they're gonna take profits, right? So again, going into the open, you're gonna have issues there. OMEX is playing with that $1.90 area, the $2 support. So let's see if we can consolidate. And then BBGI again, same conversation we have every morning. Like, be patient at the open, right? Don't go rushing in. Cameron, welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get you an invite link here, Cameron. Invite, 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 invite. So, Cameron, click this link at the bottom of the chat that's about to show up, and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Welcome. Alrighty. Click the link and follow the steps. Yeah, again, guys, be patient at the open, right? Let some of these names consolidate before you make those decisions. Alrighty. So okay. Yeah, Gem is also like still holding the bottom of the range. Raven, is this the one you're in? Gem. So you can tell that there's a lot of resistance here between 290 and $3 for ELPW. So a breakout there would be good. A breakout would be good. Interesting, Cap. Yeah, so it's getting rejected of that resistance, right? QNCX is back to that 35 level. So people just took profits at the open, and then they said, "Thank you very much. Let's pump it back up." That's a nice comeback. Yeah, I think Kristen is excited about this one. Yeah, excited about this one. Yeah. So yeah, click the link. So the yellow link from the Hot Trades account, Cameron, and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty. UCAR looks like it's pushing up as well now too. Yeah, there are a lot of names pushing up here at the open. Lots of names. Okay. UCAR is halted up, by the way. Stephanie, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so OMEX broke below that $2 and it's coming all the way down to potentially retest that 200 EMA. The 200 EMA, yeah. So there's UCAR on the left-hand side. So UCAR is halted up. Dan, good morning. Yeah, so UCAR is halted at $1.10. That's a really nice push, actually. Really, really nice. ELAB is trying to go, but yeah, UCAR halted. No, 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 no. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I like what BBGI is doing here off the off that $5 level, right? We talked about that being support. It looks like it's finally gonna break out here now too. So these guys said, hey, you remember that I'm number 2, guys? You remember that? You can see the resistance though. We've been here quite a few times, so we do need to break out of that level. Needs to break out of there. QNCX is still looking really good. Like this has been a really good stock. A really, really, really good stock. Yeah. Yeah, just be careful with BBGI off that. So we can call it 550 because it's a psychological level, but that level really goes all the way up to 560 there. So it needs to break out of that range. Yeah. Yeah, it needs to break out though. They keep playing games at the top, so you almost have to take those gains at the top, or just keep chasing it up with the stop loss. But it looks like it wants to break out though, doesn't it? BBGI. See if it actually does at some point. See if it actually does at some point. Here we go again, another test. 560, 564, and then they rejected it right off the 560-ish level. There it goes. Again, they rejected it. But you can tell that it wants to, though. Like it has the perfect setup. The news was good. The news is good. The float is good. The volume is good. It just doesn't want to break through that resistance. So be careful, please. Alrighty. So the $4 and the $5 entries were good. You just have to think about taking profits at the resistance because it's clearly resistance. Right? Clearly resistance. ELPW again, clearly a double top, right? In the supply area. So nothing there. UCAR is still halted up, guys. And then QNCX is still just holding above the 35 level. So that's good too. So usual chaos. OMEX is not really doing very much, not quite yet at least, but it is holding the 200 EMA, so that's good. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, BBGI is just back and forth and back and forth. OMEX just needs to consolidate at this point. Just consolidate and chill, you know? Consolidate and chill. Winterfell, where have you been, Winterfell? Where have you been? Ah, how are you? ELAB is another one that's pushing up. I think ELAB is on one of the other screens here, somewhere else. I think it was on this one with UCAR. So there goes ELAB. ELAB with a really nice pop. There it goes. Not looking bad. Yeah, they had news this morning. They had some compliance news this morning. Yeah, so that's not too bad. And there goes the on halt guys on UCAR. UCAR unhalted went all the way to $1.20. Man, that $1.20 range is always a bit of a problem, so just be careful. Both of these stocks, I think you just had to be on the same screen to cook. To cook. Missed all the as usual. Yeah, you missed a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. That's not a bad thing though, Winterfell. I'm glad you missed it. Because you like the politics. Yeah, so again, 550 resistance on ELAB and then a dollar 20-ish resistance for UCAR. Ready? Let's see. I think we're just in that weird period in the morning, where you have so many different stocks and they're just kind of going back and forth until they really decide which of these names will start cooking here. Until they decide which of these names will cook. Mask is slowly pushing up there a little bit again, so that's nice. Mm, okay. Does Cameron own the whole country? Oh, Cameroon? No, it's spelled differently, Mike. Yeah, it's different. There's a Cameron is like one O, and then Cameroon is two O's. Yeah, it's spelled differently. There goes UCAR though. I'm surprised they didn't halt UCAR again on that last candle there. That was a good pop. Straight to the white line. Straight to the resistance. Sheesh. Oh, those names are delayed. I'm like, why are some of these names still red? They're just delayed. That's all. Just delayed. SkyQ almost runs like every day. Every day SkyQ is doing something. Every day. Okay. Agree. For some reason, my broker isn't responding. And there goes OMEX with a nice little pop. So that was a really nice little base of $1.80 there, $1.75. Now let's see if they can reclaim that $2 level. Uh, and its units taking plan acquisition. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. There goes 211 there. That was a really nice little curl. A really, really nice curl. Okay. Hey, yo, Litz, good morning. Yeah, that was a really good curl on OMEX. I think for most of you, this was the top pick. So that's nice to see. BBGI is still holding that bottom, isn't it? Right? It's still holding that $5 area. So that's nice to see. Uh, One second. Okay, there we go. Can we push for 220 though, Tiffany? That's the question. At, you should be good to go now, Cam. You should be good to go now. So just follow the steps. Mm. Yeah, look at that rejection, right? Yeah, welcome, Cameron. Welcome. So this is why I like leaving these lines on the charts, because you can tell, like again, it just went straight to that line and then failed. Right? Like right to the resistance and then said, no, thank you. This was the old resistance. The good thing is that they're gonna use a dollar as support for UCAR. So let's see if it stays above that level. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no, BBG has done well, like with the range. So if you're scalping the range, you're happy, right? You just have to not get greedy with it, though. Yeah, yeah. It looks like they're rejecting it off the 210 tip. Surprise, surprise. No, not really. We still need something that's actually gonna break out. Like all of these names are kind of in a range for now. Like UCAR is in a good range though, so that clearly has the momentum for now. Yeah. Maybe as the day goes on, it will eventually move. But yeah, UCAR has the juice, the momentum. So see if they can break out. Look at that. It's going back up again for that range. 19 KB. Good job. Yeah, that was a good scalp. Good scalp in the range. Here comes $1.25. There it is. So yeah, this one clearly has the momentum for now, but it also has resistance at that white line. Uh, okay. There it goes. Yeah, no, it looks good. It just needs to close above that resistance, though. That's the problem. Needs to break out and close. There it goes. Maybe this candle will close above it. Yeah, no, OMEX really got rejected off that 210. So yeah, watch that VWAP for a retest. So like $1.90. This is yeah. It's a bit of a chaotic morning, isn't it? With all the random moves all over the place. do, 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 do. Mm, okay. You can kind of see how they're rejecting it off that same resistance, though, right? OMEX is holding that VWAP for now, so it just needs to break back up to the upside. So break 210. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I thought that news would be good, but it just became a big scam. Yeah, that just became the biggest scam, right? Yeah. It went from good news to a big scam. Do, 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 do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks like BBGI. It's taking a long time, so then it's just you know, looking a bit more suspicious the longer it takes. Yeah, UCAR is having a hard time at that double top. I wanted a dip harder. Why is it pumping back up? Let me take a look at SPY because I haven't really looked at SPY. I mean that's I mean like yeah, yeah. It's not that big of a dip, but it is a dip though. I don't think we want too many dips. We don't want too many dips. Hopefully, it can dip like that and recover though, because that looks like a nasty, nasty little dip there. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, yeah. I mean the overnight gap up. Yeah, that was a really nice gap up. Can you imagine now what happens if they officially end the war? Can you imagine? There it goes UCAR. UCAR is breaking out above that level, so that's looking way better. There it is. Like UCAR has all the volume for now, all of it. That's looking really good actually. Type yes in the chat if you're holding UCAR. Type yes in the chat if you're holding UCAR. Yeah. Don't get here come yeah, here. See, Winterfell is back. Winterfell, be positive. Yeah, a lot of you guys are holding UCAR. Congratulations. Yeah, no, this one has all the volume for now. All the other ones are just competing for the same volume. Right? They still look fine. Like BBGI still looks fine. It's holding the bottom and it's bouncing back up, right? Like the charts all still look fine. But yeah. But the one with the volume for now is UCAR. You took a gamble at 29? Okay. See, Jack, again, if you were a member, you wouldn't be getting in at 29. You would have been in at $14, 14 cents. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Really, really nice push. The reason you don't hear music is because I'm on the phone with my broker and because it's not working. And for some reason, the hold is pretty long, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Yeah, Nas. Yeah, it's not working for you. Yeah, see, like you, it's not working for you. It's not working for me. Uh, you're on hold as well. This is ridiculous. Anyways, there goes UCAR. No, UCAR again definitely has all the volume. So let's see if we can push for the $1.50 level. Yeah, yeah. OMEX got rejected so hard off that level too. Damn, it's a hard rejection there. Big rejection. No, 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 no. Big rejection. Yeah, I mean it's back to testing that 200 EMA in the demand zone. So if it can consolidate, yeah, definitely an opportunity there. Definitely an opportunity. Um, I'm just gonna pretend I don't see that. I'm just gonna pretend I don't see that. I'm just gonna pretend someone didn't just buy the sold out level. I'm just first of all I'm gonna give you this video because you
Don't buy the sold out level. It's not available. That's why it says sold out. Duh. I can't make it any plainer. Stop being a bonehead.
like really on a Wednesday of all days, after especially after Good Friday, after Easter weekend. Did you go to church this weekend? You probably don't go to church, right? Because if you did, God would slap you and say, "Congratulations, you are useless." I bet you if I asked you what 1 plus 1 was, you would say 11. 11, huh? Don't worry. That's what they say in North Korea too. So that's what we need to move you. Everybody that signs up for the soda level, we move them to North Korea. Send them over there. So then Kim Jong Un can send you out of a cannon. Send you like shoot you out of a cannon, you know? And then let's see where you land. Unbelievable. No refunds. Just upgrade just go back and upgrade. Yeah, go back and upgrade. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, UCAR, that yellow candle acted as a bit of a reversal signal. A bit of a reversal signal. Okay. Yeah, the good thing is you're gonna use that $1.26 level as support though. Sunny? Good. Good, good, good. Good. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean it's clearly still selling off. Like there's no signs of consolidation. That's why we really haven't looked at this thing because like there really honestly isn't any signs of consolidation. Like zero, right? So there's nothing to see. But that 25 cent level might become a psychological level there maybe, right? So just just give it a little bit of time to find the base of 25 cents. Cool. Yeah. OMEX is trying to hold that demand zone and the 200 EMA, so that's good. Right. And then again, UCAR is gonna try and use that 126 as a retest spot. All the other names are just kind of going like honestly, like it just looks like, like a lot of these names are just like garbage today. BBGI is still holding up really well though. Right. So maybe at some point it's gonna try and push. But and then obviously again, UCAR is T-Rex stalled a little bit, golden candle, red zone, and dipping. So it's gonna have to retest. It depends, right? So Brooks, make sure you have a stop loss. Make sure you have a stop loss on that thing. It's been a good scalp to sell at the top of the range, and then it comes back down, right? So the low of the day is 490. So it's bounced off 490 every single time. So you maybe want to put a stop loss below that level, because if it breaks below that level, then you're in big trouble. Oh, buying the seriously, Kevin. Seriously, can't believe he said that. But anyway, so here comes the retest. So between that 126 and potentially even $1.20, because $1.20 is at psychological level. Again, just let these things consolidate because we seem to have a lot of like suspicious price action today now. Good morning, Nancy. So you got in at 480. So you got in pre-market. Yeah. So you see how it's bouncing off that level again. It's trying to, but you got into this thing most likely in pre-market. Brooks, the question is, Huck, why didn't you sell this thing on the way up? Why? Why? Uh, did you get your dip, Jaden, on SPY? Did you get your little dip skis? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it was a re-entry scalp? Okay. Yeah. No, you're still okay for now. Just put a stop loss so you don't end up being red on the whole thing, right? So, yeah, it should be okay. You did? Okay, yeah. Especially when we're this high, Jaden, like it's going to be very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Of the 25, yup. Right. So that 25 level is gonna be like your psychological level, like people are not gonna buy at 29, 28, 27, 26, but they're gonna try, they're gonna try and catch the 25 or the 20 cents, stuff like that. Yeah. So there goes that was a nice little curl actually. Really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. Okay. Should charge for the stream first minute free and $2 an hour. uh, no, that's okay. That is okay. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. Little scuppies. Yeah, OMEX is just looking a bit weak there, just like a lot of these names are though. Right? The look at that beautiful UCAR test, right? So again, beautiful retest of that breakout. So this is the one for now, right? Like the chart is really nice on UCAR, really really nice. So came back to that $20.26, $1.20 area, right? And then bounced. There's chaos. Here comes the highs of the day test. No, 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 no. System, if you trigger but not updating on the accounts. Okay. Yeah, that stuff is just silly though, isn't it? Just silly. Ayo, Saeed. Yeah, no, UCAR has been the one. Just don't get greedy with it though, because you're testing a double top. So just be careful. Just be careful, please. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Do, do. Says hundreds of with yeah. I think Winterfell. What they said was that's the group that's not included in the ceasefire, I guess. So who knows? Who knows what they're doing there? Yep, I think Trump's job is going to be keeping those guys, keeping Israel from causing chaos. Yeah, that's again like it's that same level, right, Ali? So Brooks, you should be happy with your position still, right? Like I said, it's done a really good job holding 490. So as long as it stays above 490, it's really really trying. And if you break below that level, then that's when it becomes a problem because everybody's gonna panic at that point, like, what just happened? We just broke below, right? So yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah, let's hope it can push up and break out because it looks like it wants to go this time. Hopefully. Let's see. Unless they just keep playing games here with us, though, and keep going back and forth. Mask is done okay. Again, that's because they had compliance news this morning. Let's see. Oh, there goes 540. There goes 540, and then they rejected it immediately off that level. Immediately. No, 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 no. Okay. Harini, let me take a look. So you got into AIXI. Yeah, I think that's the danger. I keep telling you guys this yesterday, right? Like, hey, forget about the news. Forget about the news. It doesn't matter. AI. I don't care what people are saying about going to $60, right? It does not matter. Focus on the chart, right? You do have a nice little golden pocket here, though, and it's holding that level, so that's good. Hopefully it can start to recover now. But yeah, you definitely got into that thing without a stop loss. You need to use that stop loss, right? Because even this morning it was $1.80. Like it was $1.80 at the open. It was coming. It was $1.80. You were down 10 cents, right? You just didn't use the stop loss and you let it go down way more. So yeah, you need to use those stops. Yeah. Yep. That's the other problem too, Matt, right? So yeah, you need to spend more time in the new trade education section, Harini. Watch a lot of those classes. They're gonna help you. Please, alrighty. Yeah, I mean, just good revenue, right? Whatever the numbers are, in terms of like so revenue, and compare that to market cap, right? So just face value. But at the end of the day, we're still just playing with the charts. RS. At the end of the day, right? It's just a catalyst, right? And we're just playing with the charts, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, QNCX popped a little bit to 27, 28 almost, and then came back to retest. And we've said this a few times, right? Like a stock that's trending down like this, it's very rare that it just decides to bounce from the bottom and shoot up, right? There's always a higher low, there's always a double bottom retest. Always. So this is the double bottom retest. If it can consolidate around 25, then that's good. So that'd be the real test there. Is that a kind of a it doesn't, yeah, Ali, it is like it is, but it shouldn't really matter, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's always possible when a stock runs like that in the past, there's a good chance that it can do it again in the future. But you want to be, you don't want to rely too much on that, right? So for now, again, the most important thing is that it's holding the base. If it breaks below that base, then nothing else really matters. Yeah, let me take a look. INHD. Oh, that's a really nice breakout. It's actually, yeah, it's halted up. Oh yeah, yeah, it's halted up there. That thing was alerting in Discord. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's actually sent quite a few alerts. Yeah, it's nice. I think, yeah, you can see where the volume came in, right? When it finally broke through the golden pocket right there and closed above on this candle, that's when the big volume came in. So everybody was waiting for the breakout on that thing. Uh, do, 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 do. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, BBGI is pushing up a little bit again. Pushing up. It does need volume, yeah. OMEX has been super weak, right? Just super weak. So maybe up the golden pocket closer to $1.30 if it wants to keep dipping, but super weak. QNCX is still holding that double bottom at 25 cents, right? So like I said, there's always at the very least a retest of a double bottom something, right? UCAR, again, you can see the double top on UCAR, right? Top number one, top number two. So you want to be very careful, especially on a day that's kind of looking a bit suspicious, like we're getting a lot of pump and dumps, right? You want to be careful. So yeah, double top right there. You did? Let's go, Morris. Thank you. I made $450 in 1 hour. Let's go. What did you make your money? What did you make your monies in? Congratulations. Well done. Well done. It had 30, then went to bed. Yeah. Mummy Superstar. Yeah. That thing was good though, right? When we were talking about this yesterday on stream and in Discord, it was below 15 cents, so it more than doubled. Yeah. Mm-mm. Virus, how are those gains looking this morning in your accounts? How are those gains, Virus? Virus woke up late this morning because he was smiling like a goat. He woke up and he saw monies. He was smiling. INHD is unhalted, and between $1.10 and $1, you're gonna find a lot of resistance. So be careful if you're in a position. How do I get into broker market open? Because how do I get into before market open? You have to find a broker that gives you access to pre-market. Papa Saucy. Alrighty, you have to find so Webull. You can use Webull for the most part. You can use a lot of brokers give you access to pre-market. You just have to know. You just have to know how to use it. So I would Google it really quickly. How to play pre-market on this specific broker. It should tell you. So QNCX, BBGI, CYCU. Well done, Morris. Congratulations. Good job. Yeah, that's a good day. That is a good day. Okay. Yeah, looks like INHD is still trying to push for $1 here. Some of that. So yeah, no virus. Yeah, I think yeah, you did good. Yeah, when you're up like that, you wake up and you take some profits. I like it. That inverse head and shoulder chart was nice, virus. It's nice. I think Trump was looking at that when he decided on that deal. 4 a.m. in the morning. 4 a.m. Eastern. 4 a.m. Eastern. So Central Time is what? 3 a.m. Eastern, or whatever the. I think that's P. I don't know. You guys know the time zones. Yeah, 3 a.m. Yeah, yeah. So Mumu, Interactive Brokers. Um, that's if you live in the States, right? Some countries have different rules. Bye bye Robinhood. There you go. See, yeah, Robinhood is 6 a.m., which is 7 a.m. Eastern, right? So yeah, Webull is the earliest. Webull. The only downside to Webull now is they're restricting a lot of stocks, which is interesting. But yeah, so Webull, Mumu, Interactive Brokers. Some of the other ones are still at 7 a.m. in the morning. So money settled next day in your account. Yeah. So Brooks, it's not a broker issue. It's a rule, right? So yeah, if you have a cash account, the money settles the next day. Yeah, there goes that test of $1.10, guys, in HD. That's a nice pop. That's a really nice pop. Uh oh, good. Yeah, very nice. Clears after the halt. I'm not sure I understand that question. Yeah, it's halted up, guys. So INHD is halted up again. Or clears after the halt. Yeah, it should be filled then. It looks like OMEX is slowly coming up a little bit. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then NHG is halted at 109. So right below that line. Right below. Yeah. What's the price of the membership to join? So if you click on the link at the bottom, Brooks, it's going to give you the different levels. So the two different levels for now, right? So there's the Legend or the Legend Pro. So if you click on it, it's going to give you the different benefits. And then, yeah. So yeah, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty. $1.66 a day. Yeah. $1.66 a day. That's more than you are rubbish spending a day. It's a steal. Don't do it, Brooks. You're gonna get roasted. Don't do it. Yeah, see, this is the downside to BBIG, right? So BBGI, right, is you almost have to keep selling that thing when it pops because it keeps stalling on the way up there in that supply area. The good thing is we know that where that resistance is at, right? And also it just stalls there to give you time to sell the position, you know? You sold at 540. Good job, Ali. That was a perfect sell. Good job. Well done. BBGI virus. BBGI. Uh, and um, BBGI. The other one's been delisted a long time ago, virus. Long time ago. Long time ago. Okay. I don't think UCAR is done. No, I mean, it really hasn't gone anywhere. It's on a bit of a, yeah, it really hasn't gone anywhere. So you could almost make the case that as long as it stays above $1, it should still be okay. Yeah. Miguel? Do you have a position in mask, Ali? Or are you just asking? Looks like GEM came back up a little bit. GEM. Rodney? Yes. Yes. And then it popped. Right? So, yeah. Yeah, we cooked yesterday. We cooked KB. We went from AIXI. We knew exactly what the next one would be, QNCY, and then we knew what the one would be after that, JEM. Right? We cooked, like we cooked so hard yesterday. It was like it's like we had the market maker in Discord. That's how hard we cooked. That's how hard we cooked. Okay. This is a really nice bounce on UCAR, isn't it? Nice little consolidation of the $1.20, the 50 EMA, and then a curl. So yeah, it's not done yet. It is not done. NHD is unhalted, by the way, and it looks nice. NHD looks nice and aggressive. Looks like they're gonna hold that thing up again. Whew, $1.30 now. That thing is on fire. On fire. What's your position, mommy superstar? What's your position? 10% scalps? Yep, exactly, Tiffany. Now, if you're scalping this thing up and down, like you're happy with it, it's holding the range really well. So there goes brand new highs, $1.35 for INHD. Good job, Matt. That's a very good scalp. Congratulations. Yeah, 32. Yeah, good job. Good sell, too. Good sell. Do, 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 do. Good sell. Well done, Floyd. Yeah, well done. Yeah, that was a nice little pop into that supply area. Don't forget to smash a like as well if you haven't already, guys. Please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Alrighty, take a second, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And again, if you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and come join us in Discord. Alrighty. I think Nismo, you're good to go. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, once QNCX broke below that 25, they said, you know what, that's it. You can see like it actually tried, right? It tried to use that as a double bottom. Like it actually really tried there to consolidate. But once it broke below that level, everybody panicked after that, right? That's where the panic comes from. It's like when you break below level and you close below that level, everybody's like, uh-oh, panic, 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 slap. Yeah. Slap. This is why though you want to make sure you have those stop losses in there, you know? It's now testing that 20 cent area where the golden pocket is at 2021. So right. So hopefully it stays above that level. Yeah, again, UCAR doesn't look like it's done. And then in HT got rejected because that thing's barely had a red candle since it broke out. So it needs to like it's actually halted down in HT. So yeah, Matt, again, that was an excellent exit. Congratulations. Congratulations. There goes UCAR. UCAR is like, hey, you think I'm done? I don't think so. I don't think so. But again, watch that 40 area. You sold at 131. Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. There we go. Okay. Interesting. It looks like you can tell people are taking gains again in that same area for UCAR. Yeah. It's $1.10. Nice. Rodney, very nice. Congratulations. I mean, don't let it go back to $1.10, right? You're better off yeah, don't let it go back down there. If the money here yeah. Well, I mean, you're making money though. 11.38, so you should be okay. And what's my take on it? It's halted. So I think the retest level would be retesting a dollar. If it can stay, oh, you're in at $1.18 already. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna need that thing to rebound like very quickly. Yeah, you definitely FOMO'd and you didn't take profits. Yeah, you FOMO'd and said, nope, I'm gonna hold it. Yeah, just watch a dollar for now after the on halt. I need the market to pump like today. What do you mean, virus? What do you want, a 3% day? I don't mind a 3% day. Yeah. We need some Friday expiration puts just in case someone tweets. just in case someone tweets, Click is pushing for the highs of the day too. Click. Yeah, watch this golden pocket for QNCX. That's like the last line of defense on this stock here. That 20 cents, 21 to 20 cents, that area there. That level doesn't hold, then you're really, really in trouble. AIXI guys, again, don't pay attention to the news, right? Just play the damn chart and move on. Because I said this yesterday, someone always ends up holding a bag, right? Because I saw a lot of messages on social media. But if they win the Apple lawsuit, Apple is going to give them money that's worth $66 a share. It's worth $30 a share. It's worth $20 a share. Nobody cares, right? This thing went from 10 cents, 15 cents to all the way up there, right? So if you diamond hand, you will find out, right? So it never ends well. So don't get hyped by the you know yeah, don't get excited about people on social media. They will cook you. They will cook you. So, anyways, let me take a look at Click here. Click. Click Holdings. Nice push. That was a really good retest of the golden pocket. Nice. It's a really, really good retest. Choo, choo. Mm. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so UCAR, that's a triple top now, isn't it? What do you need? Virus? Yeah, so that's a triple top on this. In HD is unhalted. So again, like I said, the important level for this is going to be this $1 area. So if it can hold off this level, maybe you can get that 118, 120 again, and then go from there. Read my DM from yesterday to yourself. Okay, I'll take a look. Virus. See, I don't even remember what you sent me. Not out loud. Okay, let me see. Let me see what you sent me yesterday. Ah. Joe. Oh, my days, virus. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Yes. Let's. Yes. Out loud, I know, right? Yeah, so NHD is halted down again. Halted down. So Iran's, what does that say? Iran's foreign news agency reports oil tankers through have been halted due to Israel's wait, what? See, I don't even know what's true and what's not true anymore. So something about tankers being halted because of Israel violating a ceasefire, blah blah blah. I don't even know if that's true. Anyways, yeah, INHD is halted down. So again, it had to happen. That's the danger when you're buying something when it's had a million green candles and it's pumped and pumped and it's up 200% almost. It's gonna get slapped. Robert, honestly, it's just too much at this point. Just too much fake news too. Like I look at accounts that have like millions of followers, and even those accounts are still putting up fake news. Yeah, craziness, huh? Anyways, look at this crazy stock, guys. BBGI still holding that bottom, still impressive. Crazy, huh? Still very impressive. Uh, Okay. Yeah, SPY's reacting to that, but it's not that big of a drop. It's slowly, slowly bleeding. I almost feel like that drop is more so, more so of just overly extended dip than a news dip. That's not really a drop. Choo, 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 choo. And look at UCAR, guys. UCAR might actually break out this time. Maybe actually break out this. This one's behaved better than some of the other names today. And look at that. They rejected it off the same damn level. Honestly, sometimes you don't want to get greedy with these names. Joe, 660? Probably. 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 And there goes $1.40 again. Oh, brand new highs of the day for UCAR now. Brand new highs of the day. You tried to catch it, Winterfell? Yeah, it moved very quickly. That was quick. Yeah, they scammed it down and then pumped it right back up to the same top. It's basically at the same stupid resistance. Yeah. You can tell it wants to break out though. Tell it wants to break out. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Can we start cooking? I know, right? That thing just needs to break out at some point if it wants to start cooking. If it wants to cook. 142, 143, 144, and same level. Salat, yeah, according to the scanner, it is. Yeah, yeah. I sent you an email, Salat. Did you respond to the? I sent you a link. And I never saw your name pop up. So you might have to leave the server and then re-click the link again. Alrighty. So yeah, if you want to give away and I don't see your name, you have to leave the server and then re-click the link so your name shows up as a brand new name so I can see it. Otherwise, I could not find the names. For which one? Which one do you need to break out? Yeah. So I mean, like this one's trying, and UCAR is trying. So they both. UCAR looks a lot better though. A lot better. UCAR, okay. Yeah, UCAR looks a lot better. NHG is halted down again, so that thing is getting destroyed right now. Yeah, it's getting destroyed. Destroyed. UCAR wants to destroy this 150 though. Yep, Matt, exactly. Yep, exactly. So yeah, UCAR is looking really good. BBGI is also really trying here. So they both look okay. Like if you could have taken 1 million scalps on BBGI and like all those scalps would have paid out, paid off. Right? Maybe one of these will pop or die, but it's gonna need to make a decision at some point. You can see that as much as we have resistance a little bit lower, we also have that line at $1.50. Because regardless of like you breaking this triple top, $1.50 is going to be resistance, whether you like it or not, right? So whether you like it or not, $1.50 is going to be resistance. So it needs to break through that level. Here we go again, though. Maybe this time it's going to break through. Changes with the margin accounts, Justin? No. You mean like the PDT stuff? Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing at all. Which is pretty disappointing. There goes BBGI again, guys. Almost back to 540. Right? Like a lot of these scalps, if you took them, you're pretty happy. GEM is also pushing back up again, so looks like all of our old names are coming back. Yeah, last I heard is that they were going to move the margin account limit to $2,000. Um, that was a pretty long time ago. Doesn't seem like they're doing any work. Doesn't seem like they're doing any work. Yeah, this was a nice pop at the open here for this one. Dip skis and then boom skis. Boom skis. And now we're just playing games. Yeah, I mean, it's holding that golden pocket. So between, like I said, right, between 20 and 21 cents. Virus, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't done that already. But yeah, so no, 21, 20 cents holding the golden pocket. So yep, look at that, right? So a nice little base there. A nice little base for QNCX. You did 2007? Nice. Yeah. That's a nice scalp. A very nice scalpy. There goes 23 cents. That is a nice pop. That thing was just waiting for someone to say golden pocket. Golden pocket. And they said, oh, is that you? Are you talking to me? Yeah, that's right. That's me. But mostly, yeah. So they said end of the month is what they said. But yeah, they announced that Trading View, yeah, that Trading View app, right? So, came out yesterday in oh, okay. You think so? No, I think they had a different announcement. I think Rob posted it yesterday. Look at the Twitter account, right? Look at the Twitter account. They said something about Trading View. Then I remember. Yeah. I know. I do. I ordered new blue light glasses, so then I can rotate. I have a whole bunch now. So when one fades a little bit, I can use the next one, Joe. From one to the other. Yeah, they really slapped the damn thing. I mean, watch the 70 cents here. Watch that golden pocket. There's a lot of selling pressure though. A lot of selling volume. But yeah, watch that level. Click is slowly curling here too. Order a new mouse too, please. No, I have a new mouse. I like this mouse. I hated this mouse initially. I hated this stupid Apple mouse, but I like it a lot more than the other ones now. Yeah, this one's nice. Like it's really nice, Joe. It's easy to use, and it's like yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, this was a nice golden pocket pop. Raven, were you in this one, Tiffany? And then look at that 150 rejection on UCAR. Surprise, surprise. It has no batteries. Yeah, no, no batteries. Just have to charge it on, once a month or something like that on the weekends. Takes a long time to charge though, which makes sense. But yeah, don't have to worry about stupid batteries anymore for some time. Raven? Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for that golden pocket. This is kind of the same thing we talked about the other day, Raven. Like when you have support at, let's say you have support at 20 25 cents. Let's say you have support at 25 cents. It breaks below that level. Cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it. That thing is way too weak. You need to cut it. Cut it, and then wait for that golden pocket, and then you can make that money back. Whatever you lost over there, you can make it right back, rather than sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting, because at this point you're still not break even. You got into UCAR at 137. Okay, hopefully it breaks above $1.50 then, Aziz. A little bit higher than you like, but 2005, yeah. 2005. Do, 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 do. Yep. Yeah, because it's so much easier for you to just make that money back, Raven. You know, you lose a penny at 25 cents, you make more than a penny at 20 cents. So yeah, easy to manage. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah. That's why they're working on a new one, Raven. That's why they're working on that trading view, compatible system. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good trade, Winterfell. Very good trade. Good job, T. 136, 147. Good job. Good scalp. Yeah, especially if they're gonna keep rejecting it up that stupid level. Might as well take those the gains. Right? Look at that 150 slap, right? So you know it's resistance. You have the yellow candle. You have the red zone. Right? The red zone shows up a little bit, two candles later, but you knew that level was resistance. You're in at 32 cents. Do you guys see why we keep telling you guys to join us in Discord? You see why? You guys don't like listening, huh? You only like losing the monies in the market instead. You know? You see why? Here we are spamming, right? QNCX yesterday all day. 11 cents, 12 cents, 13 cents, 15 cents. And here we are like spam, like really spamming, like crazy spamming, right? I'm like, everybody, you better be in QNCX. You better be in QNCX, right? QNCX was at what price at this point? 15 cents, 16 cents, right? But instead of using the monies to become a member and join us in Discord, you'd rather buy the damn thing at 30 something cents instead. And then now you're losing money, right? So whatever money you didn't invest in yourself, you're losing it anyways in the markets. So opportunity cost, right? Opportunity cost and missing out on the education. Let's go, Skunk. Look at that. Look at that, Skunk. $1,100. Congratulate. Look at that. See what happens when you invest in yourself? You see that? That's what happens. Right? So while other people are using the education, the tools to buy off the right level, other people are, FOMOing at the wrong price. First good trade in a week. Good job, Skunk. Yeah, right. So White House says Clarity Act, the White House stablecoin Officially concluded the in a net loss. The study confirms that stablecoins largely remain within the White House reject ban on stablecoin. Okay, right. Whatever they're doing there, they just need to do it. Whatever they're doing, they need to do it. Let's go. Justin has become a member. Like Justin joined us like yesterday. Yesterday, guys. Yesterday, Justin became a member, right? And Justin says, "Loving Discord, best investment." Right? Loving Discord. It's only been a day, and you probably made up your money back, Justin. Right? Made your monies back. So again, if you're not a member, click the link at the bottom of the chat, become a member, and come join us in Discord. Stop missing out. Are you reading from? No, no. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. No, that news I read wasn't from Discord. That wasn't from Discord. That was from Twitter. Not Kendall. I know. If you can use YouTube though, you should be able to join. I don't know why you're having issues. You might have to use. I don't know if you can use like. I don't know if what you can do. Yeah. Bobby Superstar, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. That's why you need to come join us. So you can see it. Do, 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 do. OMEX. Yeah, OMEX has just been too weak, right? Too weak. It's approaching a golden pocket, but it's very weak. Very, very weak. Yeah, nothing seems to want to break out, huh? Right? UCAR doesn't look like it's done yet still. It just hit resistance and came back down. BBGI has been so annoying, but it's also just been a scalp stock. You bought it at 30 cents as well? Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, stay above this 20-cent bottom and you have a chance. Go below that level, you're going to need Jesus to save you. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And new things to learn. Oh yeah, there's a lot more, Justin. A lot more. I think we're gonna have a class this weekend. Just a Q&A class. So if you have any questions, so not a specific topic this time, just a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, we'll probably do a class on Saturday morning, something like that. Alrighty. Something like that. Yeah, no. If something's gonna break, it's definitely UCAR. UCAR looks a lot more presentable than a lot of the other names. We need the chance. Break, 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 break. Yeah, you need to break out above the that 50, and then it's 25 cents. So you see that yellow line up there? That's the 50 EMA. It's acting as resistance. After months of running on emotion, good, 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 good. Yeah, that's definitely one of the best books. One of the best books to read because it really like goes into like it just the psychological side of the market is what's holding a lot of people back. So yeah, I like, definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, Matt, you got it. Okay, yeah. Matt, yes, you should, yeah, you should. It changes the way you look at the markets, and you have to change the way you look at the markets. Click got rejected. UCAR still in that same range. QNCX still trying. OMEX holding the golden pocket at the bottom there. So hopefully that's a bit of a turnaround, right? So that $1.30 needs to hold for OMEX. And then obviously this one's been going sideways the whole time. We need some rockets. This is what happens though when we cook, because we cooked like Monday, Tuesday, even this morning. Like this morning was amazing, right? That's what happens when we cook. So at some point it gets a little bit slower, and then we pick up again. Then we pick up again. It's not opening because Israel is still Kevin. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I did. I don't know. They'll figure it out. Figure it out. Well, what can we do? I think everybody knew Israel would be the problem, though. Everybody knew Israel never wanted a ceasefire. They just wanted to keep cooking, cooking. So it's nothing we can do. Uh, he's going to learn while I'm trading. Damn. What? Wait. What happened? What did they do? Yeah, the markets are getting slapped now too. I blame Joe and Winterfell for spamming bad news, especially Winterfell. Doo, doo. What happened? Mm, uh, okay, sounds good, Kendall. Can't spam what is in there. I blame Winterfell. No, that Sarah stuff was way earlier this morning. I don't. That's not the problem. Damn, look at INHD guys, right? This is why it's so important to not get greedy. Like, look at that, because these stocks get cooked. Loud music in 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, craziness, craziness. Yeah, no, yeah, no. So I said, yeah, that was way early this morning. I saw that like hours ago. Winterfell. So that's not the reason why the markets dipped like that. Right? It most likely have to do with Israel and all of that. That stuff, yeah. Anything else? Not really. The market just popped a little bit too, so we're going to be dealing with chaos after chaos. Yeah, AIXI, that's a really nice bounce. UCAR has been the one, been the one. AIXI did a good job though. So we talked about that, yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad bounce from a dollar eight all the way back to $1.40, so it's not too bad. Uh, Yes, yeah, yeah. So Dan's breakfast: cinnamon waffles with brown sugar, thick cut bacon. That sounds amazing, Dan. You know they shouldn't. I have nothing else to say. Nothing. Nothing. It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. uh, sounds amazing. How can you eat? That's what I'm saying, Tim. How can you eat? Like yeah, that's what I mean. Like Iran is sending rockets. Dad's eating. Not just a sandwich though, Tim. Right? Like a 5-star meal. Unbelievable. UCAR keeps getting rejected off that same area now. So anytime you get close to $1.40, $1.50, they're rejected. Yeah, Gem has been good. Maybe these penny stocks will start coming back up again, Raven. 707 Gem. Look at that. Look at that beauty, guys. Brand new highs of the day on Gem here. Brand new highs. This fits the theme so perfectly. Because look at the name of the company. Look at the name of the company. 707 came in holdings. What the hell does that mean? Nobody cares. Right? 707 came in holdings. AIXI, I mean, anyways. Nice Gem. Nice. We spammed this one a lot yesterday, right? Like this one was the next on the list of penny stocks. So yeah, 20 cents. 20 cents is the next resistance there. 20 cents. They found gems in the Caymans. Yeah. Yep. Is Yeah, Aziz, you have to become a member first, right? You have to become a YouTube member first before you get the Discord link. So, so that's the link you got. Gem the gem. If you're wondering if this was another one we posted in Discord, yeah. We posted this one yesterday at 11.10 cents. So just in case you're wondering, just in case you're like, did you guys find this? Yeah. Right. Uh, yeah, that's a good spot, Raven. That's a good spot. Let's go, Tim. Let's go. Yeah, so 20 cents Raven sold, and we're going back down a little bit. 20 cents is always a big spot, though. Good spot to take some gains. So if we crash, just blame Raven. And my wife is home. Let's go. Raven has found the cure. The cure for his wife being home. What's the cure? I don't know. 19 pennies. There it goes again. 1950, 1970. I think everybody looked around and they're like, you know what? All these stocks are a disaster. Let's just move on back to penny stocks. I think that's exactly what happened. They're like, you know what? All of these stocks are Rubbish. Let's just continue, like, okay, there was AIXI, QNCX. What was next again? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. GEM was next. That 20 cents is going to be a difficult level, though. There goes 21. They said, don't worry about it. Doo, 21. So yeah, high of 21.24. Let's go. Well done. Well done, Kirsten. Kirsten's still holding some shares from yesterday. There goes brand new highs of the day, by the way. New highs of the day. They slapped it? Yeah. You know what's interesting is they slapped it and then brought it back straight into the same range, Tiffany. It's just silly behavior from that stock. AIXI is still curling up really, really nicely, actually. Really nicely. Mm. 2. Okay. 2. Yeah, that's a nice little break. Type yes in the chat if you're holding gem. Dan, we didn't say type yes if you're holding your wife. We said type yes in the chat if you're holding gem. There goes 22 cents, guys. Woof. Very nice. Very, very nice. $0.22. Oh yeah, perfect. There goes 22 again. 22. No, the two different levels, Mommy Superstar. There's the I would recommend you get that level just because you have a lot of education and I think you need it. But there's one level below that. So there's a Legend and then the Legend Pro. Yeah, you made some sold early on a small profit before the dip. Okay, at least you made some money though, right? Yeah, at least you made some monies. Um, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of profits. At least you made some monies. Uh, yeah. Now let's see how long this thing can consolidate above 24, because I think building a base above 20 cents is going to be key. Key, gem. What is the headline? Uh, Honestly, you like so I don't know. Those war headlines are silly. So, White House press secretary Carolyn tells me Lebanon is not part of the ceasefire agreement with Iran, but I thought it was. I thought it was. The article yesterday said that, right? I don't. Who knows? Who the hell knows? They'll figure it out. Yeah. Since you started this week, well, the contrast is, it's been a really good week in the market, Mommy Superstar, right? We've had AIXI, which we talked about on Thursday, went up 1,000%, right? QNCX went up a lot. GEM went up a lot, right? So are you seeing the contrast, right? So again, when we tell you to invest in yourself, and get the education and whatnot, it's for a reason, right? It's for a reason. Especially if you're losing that monies, then at that point you're just giving it away for nothing in return. TMCR is halted up. TMCR. Yeah, TMCR. No, 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 no. Every year penny of membership, not to mention all the great minds. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. Exactly. The bot is amazing. The bot is amazing. That's why and there is a lot of confusion in social media. Lots of confusion. Uh, uh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, just keep making the monies. Yeah. There goes, look at that beautiful retest for GEM. Look at that. Came back to test 20 cents and then popped right off 20 cents. That's a good retest. Thank you for the super 1138. Thank you for, I keep calling you 1138. Thank you for the super sticker. Alrighty, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. 23 pennies. It didn't pick you up? Where did you have your order at? You're waiting for some nice dipskis. For some nice dipskis, Tiffany. Just once in a while, Mike. Just once in a while. You know? Just once in a while. That's it though. That's it. Other than that, 2005? Hmm. Yeah, because it dropped below 20 cents. That's why I was asking, because I figured you'd be close to 20. Do, 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 do. It's not available on Weibo. Hmm. Scammy. I told you I just work here. I just work here, Yeah. To No, Gem has been good. Good, good, good. Do, 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 do. To mm, Okay. Yeah, no, there's a bit of a double top there though, right around 23 cents. Waiting on okay. Yeah, look at that. K-Bell is in at 14 cents. How do you think K-Bell got in at 14 cents? How do you think K-Bell got in at 14 cents, right? So from 14 cents to 23 cents. I don't know what to tell you guys when for those of you that are not members, I don't know what to tell you, right? I don't know what to tell you. So, and then someone's gonna buy this thing at 25 cents. I'm not saying anything. And then they're gonna be like, oh, but how come it's back to 20 cents? Do I sell now? And then I'm gonna tell them, what does 1 + 1 mean? What does it mean? Hub C with a bit of a bounce. $11. Yeah. 11. There are some coaches that genuinely believe that 1 + 1 is 11. 11. Yeah, no, Hub C is pushing up a little bit there nicely. Pushing up a little bit there. How do you subscribe to Discord? If you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat. Yeah, so click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. You have to sign up for one of the levels that's a Legend or Legend Pro, not the sold out levels. Once you do, then you get the link to join us in Discord. Alrighty, so yeah, so click that link from Nightbot. Yeah, Hub C is flying there. Another penny stock. I don't like that one as much, but it has some nice candles. La 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 la. Good job, T. Well done. 19 to 22. Good scalp. Good scalp. Here we go again. Testing 23-ish. 23-ish. Yeah. Price target, man, they honestly isn't the price target. You can't really put a price target to these names, Can't really put a price target to these stocks. You just have to take gains when you're happy with the gains. Like, if it's stalling at 23 and you're like, you know what, I'm out of here, take the monies. You don't want to sit there and say, oh, I'm waiting for this specific price. No, like these are penny stocks that are scams, and they're penny stocks for a reason, so you don't want to sit there and move your stop losses up, scale out on the way up, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you need to do, just do that. And look at that rejection, right? But you can also see the stalling, right? The T-Rex. So you can see the stalling there. That's people selling. So not really a surprise. Yeah, see, Raven took some profits. A lot of people took profits, right? So now watch that 20 cents ish area for another little base. For another little base. Damn, they slapped it off that 23. Slapped it. Yep, exactly, Raven. Exactly. Hmm. Yep, exactly. And now you want to let that thing consolidate when it's dropping like that. Yeah, leave it alone until it consolidates. Just in case the volume is moving over to HUBC. Just in case. Two, 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 two. Yep, it's 14 cents. You can tell though that this thing's had an issue at this level for a long. Yeah, look at that. So this was April 7th. Was that yesterday? Yeah. So Hub C was at this price on the 7th and last week as well. So it's like 1420-ish resistance. 1420. Yeah, no, GEM needs to consolidate and curl again. We're gonna keep watching this one. Like this is the one with the most momentum for now, like as the next penny stock. So we're gonna keep watching this one. Obviously, UCAR got rejected. Just a lot of selling up there. That thing is at 44 cents now. Damn. Wow. QNCX, right? There was a nice bounce there, but then it got rejected at the 50. So, and then now we're holding the golden pocket again. QNCX. So yeah, both of these names just need to chill above 20 cents. QNCX and GEM. And then if Hub C can break out, maybe it can visit 20 cents too. BBGI has been annoying, right? Very annoying. Very, very annoying is what it's been. Okay. uh, um, X-Men. Yep. Yeah. They like to do that. They like to pump and dump. Hub C is breaking out of that resistance now too. So and the newest penny stock is like, hey, I want to join the party. I want to join the party. Let me go, guys. Let me go. So again, it's all the penny stocks, all of them. Yeah. So it broke above 1420 and then pumped 1520 now. Let's go. Raven loves this, by the way. Raven loves when the penny stocks are running. Loves. It's like Christmas for him, you know? It's like Santa is coming to town. It's like Santa's visiting. Because he can just jump from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, you know? Two. There goes 1550. Yeah, that little breakout above 1420 was nice for at least for a little pop. Not too bad. Again, just remember, guys, that a lot of these names are gonna be pump and dumps, right? People are just gonna make quick monies and move on. So don't look at these as investments or like start doing research and say, oh, but these guys are gonna do this and this and this. No, it doesn't matter. Just play the damn chart and move on. If you start doing research, you're gonna know you messed up. I wasn't sure what PS was. Prop shop. There you go, 16 cents almost, guys. Look at that. Yep. So people are just rotating from one penny stock to the next penny stock. to the next penny stock, to the next penny stock, and Raven is just smiling because he's probably bribed his wife. You know, if we know one thing, the Raven likes bribes. Ah, so he did something this morning. Mm. Did you get that video from Rob Raven on PropShop? So you're not using the old system. Maybe there's a limit, like you can't play with a stock that's below 20 cents. I don't know, but I don't know if there is such a thing. Hopsy's cooking there. Cooking. Okay. Yeah, there's a little supplies that are 16 cents here too. So this is why you can't get married to one of these penny stocks, because people are just gonna move on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. So Hopsy is looking nice. So yeah, when you're sitting there and watching just one, you want to be very careful. Okay. There we go. Okay. It even says my computer doesn't meet the requirements. Looks like I really need to get a. Honestly, Raven, if I could give you some advice, if I could give you some advice on a new computer, just get an Apple computer. Honestly, stop messing around. Just get a MacBook Pro or something, right? Ah. This whole time you're trashing my computer just for yours to say that. I have nothing to say. I have nothing else to say. We all know your computer is slow. It's highly intelligent, large. All I know is Mike. He needs to get a new computer. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Just get it and move on. Stop messing around. You wouldn't be having these issues if you had a MacBook Pro. That one, Regan, that one's had some. It showed some signs of volume yesterday, especially. So maybe Vrax is pushing up a little bit too. Come on, Dad. Come on. You know his computer is slow. Tell him just to get a new one. Do, 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 do. Mm. Do. You're redoing your office, X? Yeah, I think you just need a system X where like you can track. You have your broker, right? You have access to your broker like right away. You can see it. You want to be able to see the notifications in Discord, right? And then you want to be able to look at a few charts. Like yeah, 2 3 charts. I think once you're at that point, then yeah, maybe a news scanner as well. Right? But you can always split a lot of those too. Like if I wasn't streaming, you like one stock doesn't need to take like an entire screen, and then you could have Discord on your phone, right? or your broker on your phone. It just depends. Yeah, look at Hub C got rejected at that supply zone. Surprise, surprise, no. But again, this is why you can't stay in these stocks too long. They're all stupid scam penny stocks. You get in, you get out, right? You don't stay there and say, "Oh, but it's gonna go to the moon," right? No, it's not gonna go to the moon. You're gonna go to the moon. You know the moon that's under the earth? Yeah. iPad Pro, Eric. Yeah, I think the most important thing is not where you place the trades. Honestly, to me, the most important thing is like your technical analysis, your news, things like that, right? Around the house with me, I feel so behind. Yeah, no, that's okay, Tiffany. Yeah, that's okay. I think once you have a system, like once you have your style of playing, then you don't need to sit there and say, hey, yeah. Doo-doo. What did they have on the moon? People that buy the sold out memberships, that's who they should take to the moon. Let's go, Greg. I started stocks last week. I've your channel every day. Let's go. Let us know if you have any questions already, and then paper trade if you need to, and then let us know if you have any questions. Yeah. uh, and a twin graphics a few years back. Yep. Yeah. Really enjoyed trading while watching. Good. I drop. Thank you for joining us. How did you find the stream? Where did you find us? Choo, choo. Yeah. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, if you think you learn on this and on YouTube's, try yeah, once you get to Discord, you'll learn a lot more and you have a lot more ideas. Look at this, Tiffany. Look at this. Look at this scam. Look at BBGI. Look at that. Again, technically, the candles are still holding 490, which is all that matters. Because the candle wick below, but it never closed below, so that doesn't count. And now look at the damn thing. So they're basically just playing games over and over and over, but still holding it. Criminals is yeah. Let's go, Greg. You just randomly? Was it on YouTube's or probably on YouTube's? Mm, you did? Okay, nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice pop. That's a really nice pop, Tiff. That is a very nice pop. Again, the only downside to this is we keep going up and down in that range, but yeah. Maybe this time they're gonna finally let it break out though. Maybe this time. Yeah, that bottom has been really nice. Ah, good job, Greg. Yeah, 140 to 158 on OMEX. Good job. Good scalp. Good scalp piece. Yeah, no, Vrax is doing okay with the alerts. uh, yeah, Tiffany's been a criminal for a long time though, so yeah. After that gap up, Dan, it's just you need another headline. Opening account. Just the girl and a laptop. Yes, I like it. Another little rejection. Another little rejection. Yeah, QNCX is looking like it looks like they're getting it really close to 20 cents again. Mm. Hmm. NC sitting so long, yeah. I think in the morning, like into the like pre-market into the open, yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Look at that nasty candle. Like there's so many nasty candles on this thing. Yeah, so many nasty candles. I think someone's doing this on purpose. Yeah, I think someone's doing that on purpose. Uh, differs from interesting. Yeah, no, Vrax is doing okay. This one's been creeping up really nicely. I don't see any headlines for this, no news. I think it's just another penny stock, right? Like people are just rotating from one penny stock to the next. Anything that gets volume and it's a penny stock, people just FOMO. Yeah, right. Just rotation from one to the next. This one's I've mentioned this one a few times because it's been getting spammed in Discord. So been getting spammed, and then they're waiting for me to buy of the float. Just buy one that hasn't moved yet, then Yang. Just buy something that hasn't moved at all yet. 57. $20. No, Matt, that's not bad. Why has it been going up so much for the last week? MGRT. Let me take a look. I know we played with this. I know we were watching this yesterday. I don't know if they had news. Um, yeah, I'm not sure actually. Let me look at the daily here. Yeah, because we were looking at this yesterday, and that thing has been moving up like a crackhead. But it's also moving up on really low volume, so that's why you don't see a lot of people talking about it. Let me see. I don't remember seeing any news on this thing. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any news on this. It's just been halts and halts and halts and halts. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any news on this thing, so I'm not quite sure why it's been moving up like that. Maybe someone's just pumping it because that volume is very low. The average volume in this thing is 120,000 shares. Like it's very low volume. Very, very low volume. Yeah, just be careful with it. It's very annoying. It is holding that golden pocket though, Kendall. So hopefully you can at least get one more run out of there. But mm, no, 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 no. Yeah. Yeah, SPY did recover a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, Brax is getting rejected off that red zone. Yeah, off the red zone. This is some silly price action here. I bet you at some point this thing's gonna end up breaking out. Or the biggest red candle, like one candle all the way to $4. Like there's no middle ground here. Craziness. What would I say about the UCAR news? That it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter, no man. Right? At the end of the day, it's just again just another penny stock that's getting hype because yeah. So for now, just keep playing with the just play the charts. Also, these guys did a split recently, so the float became lower, so it had to run at some point. I wouldn't focus too much on the news. Would not focus too much on the news.
Hello. This is a requested.
Hmm. Silly. UCAR works on cars. No, I think it's like it's one of those like EV type, um, like this is what they do. I'm gonna get rid of that live chat. That's what they do. So is a holding company which engages in, if I can see the right hand side, boy, in the provision of vehicle sourcing. Um, See, all of this already sounds a bit suspicious, but again, it is a China stock. No, I was muted. I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, no, I was muted. No, my broker called because my stuff isn't working, so I'm not happy about that. That's for sure. So yeah, no, I was muted. Doo, doo, mm. All of these stocks are so scammy, so scammy. Like they're all just pump and dumps now. Yeah, all pump and dumps. Doo, doo, doo. Mm, okay, $1.25. Injo? Okay. Let me take a look. ZSPC. ZSPC. Oof. Those candles are wild. Yeah, this I mean it's just another penny stock. This one might move as well at some point. I think, to me, the time that the volume comes into this is when it breaks above 10 cents. So yeah, if you can get a breakout on this thing, then yeah, maybe. If not, I think you maybe want to wait for a little bit closer to 850 to 840-ish. Yeah. Uh, uh, hmm, okay. The news, well, like the one from 7 days ago. The only thing I see is from 7 days ago. Is there something new? Yeah, I like the way Gem is holding that 200 EMA for now. So I think later today you're gonna have some of these other penny stocks running again. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Gem, MGN, another penny stock is popping again too. MGN. Oh, this is the Megan holding from yesterday. This is the one we were joking about. Like, hey, like what the hell is Megan Holdings? Megan Holdings. It's all just penny stocks at this point. Penny stocks. How do you get the algo? If you go to the Bulbe algo channel in Discord, scroll up, you're gonna see a link. Already hacks. Yeah. If you watch the onboarding video, it tells you as well. So the last video in the getting started channel, it shows you the instructions on like the Bulbe algo. That's why I recommend watching that video, because like I go through and explain all the different channels, right? So you can maybe watch that at some point later. Okay. Uh, and it's 20 cents. Yeah, isn't that crazy that they do a split and it goes all the way back down there like that? That's usually what happens, though. Like these companies are so scammy. They do splits and then then it ends up back in the abyss. Just what they do. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they slapped it. I think everybody's made enough monies, and I think we're kind of tired of this penny stock theme, except for Raven. Everybody else is everybody else is over the penny stock theme. We're ready for something new. Yeah, no, it definitely is, Ali. Definitely is, which has been good. Which is good. At least it keeps coming, like it keeps holding the bottom of the range. So at some point, if this thing can break out, with that float, damn, they could really send it with that mini float. Uh, the community is in Discord, yeah, no Matt. So yeah, just Discord. Yeah. Okay. That's because they slapped it so much it had to rebound at some point in HD. They slapped it so much. Okay. Uh, Okay. You think so? Maybe. That would be pretty impressive, though, to go from 40 cents back to a dollar. Uh, you need to play money by Flying Lizards. That sounds like a funny song. Money by Flying Lizards. I'll listen to the song first before I get in trouble. Probably a copyright song, though. Mm, how do you find the link to you signed up for the wrong level. I told you we told you that yesterday, right? You signed up for the level that said sold out, so you have to upgrade. You have to upgrade to a level that says Legend or Legend Pro, and then you get the link. So you signed up for the wrong level. No, not the lyrics. Mummy Superstar, not the lyrics, but the actual song, right? It's just copyright stuff. Anything we listen to is copyright, it's very limiting. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so if you want to upgrade, just go back to the same link, the same process, and just upgrade. Alrighty. So yeah, click the link at the bottom there from Nightbot. Mm, best things in life are you can give them to the birds and the bees, and I want monies. That's like one of those videos we play on here. iPower, IPW. Yeah, that one ran yesterday too. Looks like UCAR is bouncing a little bit. So I mean, it's bouncing off a double bottom demand zone now. So this level from earlier, this 120 area, has become a nice little base. Yeah, where did the chat go? It's just slow. The markets are slow. So the markets are just very slow. Yep. U Power Limited. Yeah, we have about it. Like, let's do like 10 more minutes and then we'll probably hop off too, right? It's just a really slow day now. There's still really good scalping opportunities though. And I bet you after lunch, you're going to see these names pumping again, like yesterday, right? Um, like yesterday, QNCX didn't really start exploding till the last 2 hours of the day, right? So we're definitely going to get something that's moving. I think we're just going into lunch and it's been a fire morning. So people are just relaxing. Tiffany is walking around the house with the computer, eating cookies or whatever she's doing. And Raven, same thing, eating mushrooms. Is it dead, Kendall? Are you in it? What's your position? Like I said, treat these names like pump and dumps, right? Like these stocks are pump and dumps right now, right? You don't want to be holding these names. I don't care about the news. I don't care about anything. They're all pump and dumps. Like people are just playing with petty stonks. Is it dead? It's probably gonna run again at some point, but it just like it does look like watch 11 cents for support. Yeah, yeah. Raven's walking around eating mushrooms in the house. Yeah. Exactly, Tiffany. Exactly. Do. With mushrooms and ham and red pepper. See, I knew Raven's always eating mushrooms. Always. Uh, if there's a with it's possible to achieve and end the war and establish lasting stability and security. Okay, I mean that's a better tone, you know. That's a better tone. The markets are reacting nicely to that. That's a way better tone that they're taking. So, and at the very least, it's coming from it's coming from a source that you can look at and say, hey, okay, you know what, rather than from yeah. Like it's actually coming from Iran, right? Is what I'm saying, rather than from random people. Yeah, those cookie croissants looked amazing, KB. Amazing, amazing. BBGI is really just teasing us, just up, down, up, down. Like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Ali? Are you still in that $5 positions? $5 position, or you sold already? I think you sold at 540, right? What's a cookie croissant, Nomad? That's it's a secret. Honestly, is the stock moving though? Let me take a look. Like, is it actually moving? HCAI. Hey, I mean, at the very least, it's not dead. It just keeps coming back and forth in the same range. Go. I don't know how you can. It's in the same range. How do you keep spamming it? At least leave it so it can break out above 40 cents. Go. At least you know just like the bottom. Okay, 33 cents has been holding right, but it's been in the same range for 2 days. At least let it break out like 45 cents. Go and then spam it. Damn. Is more confused than a chameleon on in a Skittles bag. Seriously, seriously. At the very least, though, you can scalp this thing all day off the same level. You know? Yeah. I'm just gonna mind my own business. You know? Really? Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool that you have like a specific night, steak night. And then what do you eat on Monday or Tuesday? Do you have like a specific thing for every day, Tiffany, or is it just like one every day is whatever, and then this night is steak night? Uh, Thank you, mommy superstar. Thank you. Yeah, when you're ready, come join us in Discord. You know. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So now we can send you the link to join us. Yeah, Muka. I think that's your name, Muka. Yeah. Um, Yeah, welcome to Legends. welcome. Um, this is yeah, UCAR. Yeah, UCAR is doing good with that bottom there. So this is your Discord invite. That's the link you were looking for. Click that link and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty. Welcome. Market cap is that. Um, enable. Okay. Intended to. Focus in liquidity. Okay. Interesting. Seafood Sunday weekly too. Okay, that's cool. That is very cool. Slow. Yeah, let's do 5 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord already. So again, don't forget to smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and come join us in Discord if you want to. Let me know if you have any last questions, and then we'll hop off in like 5 minutes. And when we hop off, that's when chaos is gonna start, because it's like that every time. That's when BBGI is gonna explode or crash. Something's gonna pump though. See you in Discord, KB. See you in the Discord. You're still holding it? Yeah, I know. I mean, it's it's definitely not dead. Let's go, Buffy. Good job. See you in Discord. Dan, are you going to the gym? Are you going to the gym, or what are you gonna do? Yep, SAFX. Yep. Yeah, Billy, that one with a nice little breakout off the nice little breakout. Again, just another penny stock with no news. Hopefully, it's not a pump and dump. We know it is, but gonna go pick on some neighborhood kids. uh, unbelievable. Dan, go to the gym. Leave the kids alone. Shouldn't the kids be at school? EONR is halted. News pending. Is it a split they're gonna announce? Breaking news. Split coming. Split. Today is rest day? Okay. Yeah, yesterday was rest day for me. Because I had to go get I had a flat tire. I was driving and there was a nail in the tire. So then I had no idea there was a nail in the tire. So then I was leaving soccer, wasn't really paying attention, and then there was a note. Some nice person left a note on the windshield. They're like, "Hey, your right front tire is flat." And then I was like, "Oh my goodness, here we go." So had to put on the spare, and then had to go get that fixed, and then service, and then whatever else. Yeah. So that was my ate up my gym day. Yeah, no one cares. Really? Yeah. No, if not, I would have just gotten in the car and then like started driving and then realized that the tire was flat because of, And then that would have costed me probably a lot of monies, because then if you drive on the tire, then you ruin the tire anyways. But yeah, yeah, someone left a note. Too bad they didn't leave like their phone number or anything else. They just left a note. So it's just a nice person. Tiffany, see you in Discord. Yeah, you're gonna attempt to build a raised garden bed. That sounds fun. Sounds fun. Ron says here we would plan the other three to match. Why am I not surprised? Why? That's the same behavior Trump took to to Iran. Violence. Violence. Yeah, just to say thank you, because they probably saved me monies from driving on the damn thing. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know why they would leave the number on there though. It would be weird. But then I was like, okay, well, when I got here, this tire wasn't flat. So did someone? But no, I think I just picked up a nail on the way to soccer. Yeah. Anyways. Any last questions, guys? No? Yes? There you go. It's always weird pronouncing some of these names. Okay, that was just an upgrade to no, I think a new member. Welcome to Legends. Beg, I'll call you Beg. Welcome to Legends. Alrighty. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that invite link as well. And then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Welcome. Alrighty. I left you a note. Thank you for your for the rim and the tires. I know, right? Seriously. Can't believe people steal like tires and rims. Like what like anyways. QNCX is just like it did bounce off 18 cents. Chris, I would leave this thing alone unless you got another double bottom at 18 cents or break back above 20 cents and then just consolidate above 20 cents. Alrighty? Yeah, kind of the same thing UCAR is doing. You see that, right? Like usually when a stock dips like that, we want to see a double test of that same area and then go from there. Yeah, no, UCAR looks nice. It's good bounce. Looks nice. Yeah, Beck, did you get the link? So again, welcome to the community. Just click the link and follow the steps. Much love, Dan. Go enjoy some nice weather. Go outside. Hopefully the weather is nice. That's a really nice push on UCAR, actually. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. See you tomorrow, Doug. Mike, yes, yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm glad they left a note. At first, I was like, "Why is someone leaving me a note on the windshield? Like, why would you do that? Why? What happened?" And then I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Because a tire repair is like $40. A tire repair is $40. If you want to replace a new tire, then okay, that's no longer $40. So that was nice. Yeah, and $1.50 is that double top again for UCAR. So if it can break through that level, then that would be way better. Way better. It's a pretty good bounce though. Really good. Really, really good bounce. Mike, why am I not surprised? Why? We're preparing heavy response to Israel's really. Oh Lord, have mercy. What are these guys doing? Honestly, yeah, you could see there was a red candle on that there. Then, sheesh, UCAR just popped. We are preparing heavy response to Israel's attack on Lebanon. We all knew this, right? Israel would be the problem. Like they're not gonna give up. They're just gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. The problem is like, like it's only one side that's being held accountable, Like Israel is doing all of that stuff. Trump isn't going to do anything about it because if he does, they're going to slap him. They're going to say, "Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth." Yeah. Like if you're I mean like we'll see what Trump says about that, but if you're going to enforce a ceasefire, you might as well enforce it to both sides, not just yeah. Oh well. Oh well. We might as well keep quiet, Angel, before they. What can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. If Trump can't do anything, what do you think we're gonna do? Yap about it? And then what? Absolutely nothing. So yeah, Marwan, yeah. Craziness. Then is it really a ceasefire at that point? Yeah. You seize a fire. Seriously. Anyways, we'll see what comes out of that because at this point it's just a little bit silly. Just a bit silly. The VAT. No, I just I got a phone call from the broker. I got a phone call. They're trying to fix my rubbish, so I need them to fix it because I need to fix it. Yeah. Virus. Anyways, we were gonna hop off anyways, right? There's not a whole lot happening except for like just quick scalpies. Yeah, look at this. Even this just keeps going back and forth. So I think we're just gonna, yeah. Coinbase? No, not Coinbase. Buy the sold out level over and over. Skunk, go to the gym. Take Dan with you to the gym. Yeah. Yeah, like it's just rubbish. Honestly, Raven. I'm kind of annoyed about the whole thing. I need stuff to work. Main difference between Legend and Legend Pro, Angel. So the Legend gives you access to Discord and everything else. The Legend Pro comes with like very specific classes. You know, like if you want to know how to play with, you know, stocks that have like just very like you want to know how to play breakouts, how to do the video, the classes that you can watch. Alrighty, so yeah. If you sign up later, just send me an email or go to the community section. There's going to be an invite Discord link. Are you signing up now, or you're just thinking about it? Oh yeah, there is a new member as well. There's a new member, Tony. Welcome to the community. Actually, not. No, Tony was just. I think that's Miss Tony. I think Miss Tony just renewing their membership. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you left and came back. I know they really do. They really, really. I don't know why they've done this a few times, but then it always goes back, right? I don't know why why it's like this now. You need money, Santonio? Yes. Can SPY break the highs of the day, Pavan? Honestly, I the high of the day is at 967. I don't know if we're gonna do that. But I think we're just gonna go sideways for the most part. With yeah, no, I think Gem has done a really good job holding that 200 Raven. So if that thing can break back above, yeah, yeah. But then I'd be surprised to see the S&P go back to maybe tomorrow, or unless we get another solid headline. I don't know. Yeah, that 20 cents is gonna. I think if we can get back about 20 cents, then I think it's actually ready. But it's gonna be a problem there. It's gonna be a problem. Anyways, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day, and hopefully things pick up after lunchtime, which they usually do. Alrighty. Have a wonderful afternoon. Be safe. Take a break, and then we'll come back and cook later. Raven. Much love, all. Thank you very much for the support again. Smash a like before you go. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to join us in Discord, then just click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty. And yeah, cool. See you in Discord, Tim. Have a good day, X. Bye, user, Dan. Yeah, see you in Discord, Yang. You're sleepy? Yeah, take a break. T, good job. See you in Discord. Thank you, Winterfell. You missed the stream? Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. See you in Discord. Let us know when you're going for a walk, you know, because then we know. Then we know. Alrighty, all. Again, much love. Thank you very much. Be safe. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Alrighty. Bye, guys.